Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this 2024 Winnebago Revel. And yes, it is blue. It's not the tan, the pebble gray, this is the blue gray. We actually just got a few of these in. These are the 2024s, but they are still on the 3.0-liter chassis. So you're still going to have the 4x4 with low range. It's not yet the all-wheel drive version of the chassis, which we will be getting later on this year. As soon as we get one, I'll video one of those for you guys. We're going to start up front here. Revel is on a Sprinter chassis. It's 2500 chassis. So you're going to have the 3-liter V6, 188 horsepower, 325 pound-feet of torque. We have the upgraded wheels and tires on here. So these are the Method wheels with the BF Goodrich KO2 tires. We have our fixed running boards. I do have the lights on there on the side. You also have a nice little tie down ring there for a leash or your bike. As you can see, we have our awning open and extended with the LED lights on. It's going to be 90s plus today, so perfect day to have the awning out and hang out in the shade. We've got our porch light on up here right above the passenger door. The button for that is going to be right here on the main console, which I'll show you as we get closer. Grab bar, nice ram mount grab bar to help you in and out of the van. We're going to have our folding table. This is adjustable in case you're on uneven terrain. Cool feature is this has the induction cooktop that's now in a drawer. It's not permanently mounted, so you can actually put it out here and cook if you want to cook outside. Down here we're going to have our freshwater drains, our fresh tank drain as well. I'll show you the roll-off screen when we come back around. Back here, you're going to have your van exhaust. As we move around to the back here, you're going to have your ladder. I know if you've seen any of my videos, you know that this is just to hold it on here, just for storage. It's not to climb on. If you need to get up on the top to dust off your solar panels or maybe put a bag up there, you want to move your ladder over. Once you move it over, it will rest up on this plastic piece here, so it won't damage the van at any point. So again, that is what this is for. This does come with the lock on it, so you can lock this so nobody steals your ladder. All right, also back here you can see we have our backup camera up top and our Coleman Mach 10 air conditioner, which runs off of that lithium battery pack. Sprinter comes equipped with a tow hitch here that's got a 5,000 pound rating and a 7-pin connector over here on the side. A couple things I'd like to point out while I'm back here. Your water bay is right here. You have a water pump switch. This little red button, it's not an eject button. That is actually your light switch for outside. I'll show you the light bar on the back side over here. Everything is color coded. You've got your city water fill right here. If you want to do dry camping, if you want to do just a power tank fill, you would just move the valves in these positions here. To sanitize your tank, you're going to go to the siphon color coded here. You're going to turn those valves and then you will go ahead and sanitize your tank. Makes it really easy, really nice to do. You can also use the siphon feature to fill your tank if you've got water with you and you don't have a city water connection. Here on the side, we're going to have our external solar panel port. So this has 2 solar panels on the top. You can add an additional one there. You're going to have a couple USB ports. This is your garage light right under the bed. and then this is going to shut off your inverter. This is equipped with the Lithionics 320 amp hour battery. I'll show you a couple of the other features once we go inside there. I'm going to go ahead and climb up here and show you this roll left screen. All right, Nick, if you're watching, spoke to Nick the other day. He had a couple questions about the blackout shades for the rear. This actually serves as your back blackout screen for the back windows, so you can have your privacy. Once you have this zipped up, you can actually lift this down here like this, so if you need to access the garage area, you can do so while still leaving this down. All right, as we come over to the passenger driver's side, you can see our side light up here, side porch light. That is turned on and off by that red ejection button that I showed you on the water compartment. 30 amp service on the Revel. Does come equipped with a 30 amp short cord, which I'll show you once we go inside. So you're gonna have 21 gallons of fresh water, 21 gallons of gray, and then you're gonna have a 5-gallon cassette toilet or black tank here. Really easy to use. To dump out, you just push the vent, take the lid off, push the vent button and dump it. Does have wheels and a nice little carrying handle. And this also locks so that nobody's stealing your cassettes. Down here we're going to have our gray tank. This is where you'd hook up your sewer hose, go into the gray tank, and then pull the valve to release it, to dump it. You have another fixed running board on this side. Under here is the exhaust for your furnace. This is a diesel, again, Sprinter, so you're going to have 24.5 gallons of diesel. Under your seat here are your fuses. So anything chassis related that's not working, always check your fuses first. Your seat does have some adjustment. You can go up and down with this lever. You have your lumbar, and then you can adjust the front. This also extends to give you a little more support for your legs if needed. We're going to have power windows, power mirrors, power door locks. All your light controls are going to be right here on this side. Your hood release is right there. Again, this is a 3-liter V6 turbo diesel, so you are going to have 188 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque, which is plenty of torque. If you need to give somebody a jump start or you need one yourself, this is your positive terminal, and your ground is right there on the side. Windshield washer fluid is right here. Coolant, your oil, and then of course your def. Keep an eye on your def. Make sure you don't run out so you don't go into limp mode. This front piece here does serve kind of as a step if you need to climb up to clean something. And then you have a camera right there on the front. This does have adaptive cruise, which is what all your cameras are for. You can set the speed, the car lengths that you want to stay behind the vehicle in front of you, and it will help you do that safely so you don't forget how fast you're going. As we come in here, a couple things to point out. Here is your Norcold refrigerator. It's a 12-volt fridge. And this is the Nova Cool. Sorry about that. Lights. These are your awning lights. Your awning on and off, your power, and then your extend and retract. You have a couple standard outlets. And then this is the light switch for the porch light up front. Down here we're going to have our fire extinguisher. You also have a tie down ring right there if you need it. Right above the cab we're going to have a nice LED bar and some storage overhead. This one was ordered with the inflatable bed for the front cab here, so that has a piece that actually will sit down in between the two seats, and then the mattress that goes over the top. It's been cut out, fits perfectly up there, gives you plenty of room. Any of you that were at the Overland Expo this last weekend over in Loveland, Colorado, we had one of these with the bed inflated and kind of demonstrating that as well, so maybe you got a chance to see it when you weren't ducking the rain. It rained on us all weekend, or at least all day Friday. Up here you're going to have a couple outlets, USB ports, and a 12 volt. You're also going to have a roof access port here in case you want to add a Starlink, WeBoost, Cradlepoint, any of those things. I got to tell you that even though it rained all day Friday, still plenty of people out there at the show. That's part of being an Overland guy, right? Take the van out, you're gonna get wet, you're gonna get muddy. That's part of the fun. Down here, you have a nice little cubby. Of course, you have your table, the seats will swivel around. Behind the seat here, we have another cubby. I'm gonna actually take this table off. Just to show you a couple of things here. Under the seat, you have a small storage compartment. Fits your counter extension perfectly. Now you have a counter extension. You can pull out your cooktop. And again, the cooktop works in here. You can put it outside on the flip down table as well. There are a lot of modifications that people have done to their vans. I spoke to a guy at the expo who was telling me all about the different upgrades he's done to his Revel. Sounds pretty awesome. At some point I might have him out here to kind of show off his van and show you some of the things you guys can do. All right, here in the wet bath here, you have your toilet down below. It does come equipped with 2 shelves in case you want to use it as a closet. Here's your 30 amp short cord that comes included, and then also your gift box here. So you do get a sewer hose. You get this small drinking water hose, which again I said in a video before, but this is perfect for your winterizing. If you have any questions on that, you can always call me. Your lug wrench, so you can remove the spare tire. You have your outdoor shower hose. Again, all this stuff should come equipped with your Revel when you purchase a new one, so make sure that you get those items. There's also a shower curtain that snaps into place here. Now on your shower door, there's a couple of magnets, one up here, one down on the bottom corner. So when you go to open it, it kind of feels like you're going to break it. You're not. Just make sure this is turned all the way to the left. Give it a good tug and you're good to go. To lock it, just turn it to the right. Your bathroom light is right here on this panel. Then you're going to have your inside lights. Here is your furnace, your bed lift. I'm actually going to leave the bed up a little bit so I can show you the battery and the inverter a little bit more. Here on your one-place monitor, you've got your water pump switch, your tank levels, and your battery levels. You have your disconnect for your solar charge controller, and you have your Xantrex 2000 watt inverter panel right here. All right, before I lower the bed, a couple things to point out. Here is your 2000 watt inverter. This is your Balmar charger, so when the van is running, that will turn up, allow the alternator to charge your lithium battery here. You have a power on and off down there. It's the blue light. So to shut it off, you just push that down, hold it until it shuts off. Pretty simple, not a lot to it. If you have any questions, you can always give me a call, shoot me a text or an email. I've got the air conditioner running, or I did have it running. Let me turn on the battery. There we go. This way you can see what it looks like from the inside with the blackout shade down. All right, when you're lowering your bed, you want to make sure that the side cushions, that these little side cushions are out of the way. All right, go ahead and let you check that out. If you've never been in a Revel, I suggest if you're interested in getting one or thinking about getting one, go out to your local dealer. If you're here in our area or one of our locations, come on by, give us a call. So you can come out and really get in there and get a feel for the size. Sometimes they look bigger than they are. Sometimes the RVs look smaller than they are. So the best way to kind of get a good feel to see if something's going to work for you is to get out there and really try them out. All right, also in the kitchen area here, we're going to have another overhead compartment with all your owner's manuals. You're going to have a nice little basket there for miscellaneous items. Your max fan remote is in here. A couple small storage compartments, and then a nice one here for your trash can. And of course, you're going to have your pantry with adjustable shelves. All right, and now I'm going to start the van up. Kind of go through the front here. Once I fire this up, the awning should retract, which it is doing. Again, that is a safety feature to make sure you're not going down the road with your awning out. All right, a couple things up front here. First of all, you got a ton of cup holders. You're gonna have 4 cup holders here, one there, one up here. You're gonna have 3 small boxes up front for storage, one on each side, and then your center entertainment center here with the wireless charging pad. You've got 3 USB Type-C connections up there. Also have a nice little storage compartment there and one on each side of the doors. On your touchscreen here, you can simply move it by just scrolling across. You can also control it off the steering wheel. You've got a small mouse here on the right side for your stereo. Point out a couple quick things here in your apps. If you go to smartphone, that's where you'll find your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto. In your settings, your lane keep assist, you can shut that off. If you don't like how that feels when you get out of the lines, you can turn that off. Your park assist, so you can shut some of those options off. There's a ton of other stuff on here that, if you have one or thinking about getting one, I would go to Google, kind of look up a video that's specifically to this system. We will walk you through it if you purchase from us. You can also always call me and I can do a FaceTime with you if you have any questions. Stereo controls are right here. Camera control. You can see we have the 360 camera view. And then we also have turn signal cameras. I mean, we got pretty much every safety feature you would want on this thing. You have your mute button. Down here, your hazard lights, your HVAC controls. Down here's your 4x4 and your 4 low. So again, because this is a 24, but it's still on the 23 chassis, so it does have the 4x4 with the low range. Back to your steering wheel controls, you've got your phone calls right here. You can adjust your volume, make your phone calls. Right here is your cruise control with your adaptive cruise. So you can set how many car lengths you want to be behind the vehicle in front of you. And then this also works as a mouse pad for this display up here. So you can see this Revel has 838 miles. These are driven to us from the factory. Down here is your fuel gauge. On the right side is your temperature gauge. You do have your emergency park brake here. Right now it's engaged. Because the seats swivel, I can just push it down. I can swivel my seats and the park brake stays engaged. To disengage, you just lift up, push the button and come down. There we go. Up here, a couple things to point out. You do have an SOS button. So if you happen to get stranded, get in an accident, you can push that to call for help. And you can have your lights. Real easy. You've got nice little cubby, little storage compartment over your sun visors, which is nice. So a lot of storage for a small van. This is 19.5 foot basically in length, 10 foot in height. Exterior width is 6.5 feet. Not a lot I can say bad about the Revel other than it'll get you places you want to go where other people cannot, which is part of getting away, right? If you want to take a break from a crazy week, go up in the mountains, get away from everybody, and kind of recharge your batteries. So any questions on this unit is available. This is 5N231191 is the stock number. If you have questions on this or any other one, if you would like me to help you as your salesman, give me a call, shoot me a text or an email. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.